Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Pierce. I'll be coming at you with some Season 5 action from the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs, and we are going to continue to cover the first round. In fact, I'm a little bit behind because I did go on holiday just recently, and so we are going to have a couple of these first round matches, and already one of the quarterfinal matches has played already, but we are going to get into that just a little bit later on. As you can see, a bunch of teams have played, and we are going to be covering Chaos Dwarfs Ducke team taking on the Skaven team, Seers of the Rainbow Moon, coached by Bang Bang, and we are also going to be covering a little bit later on Lucky Luck Luke's Nurgle team taking on Murloc Joe's human team. But first, yes, we're going to take on this team. Let's take a look at the scores from around the league, shall we? Lizard team to take out the Kenry team 2-1 so far. Kenry team, oh man, they haven't had much love recently, but hopefully soon we'll see a really dominating Kenry team come in and maybe go deep into the playoffs. Back from the grave, taking the victory 1-0 against the Norse team, and then the Wood Elf team. Always a danger to go very deep into the playoffs, and they are going to be taking their win against Necromancer team 3-2, and then as we've seen earlier, 2-1. Bretonian team did take out this Dwarven team, Everpeak Guardians. VGP Batman is going to be taking on B-Bash, the Ord team, who did win against the Chaos team, and so far so good. All of my predictions have come true, and we're going to see if my last two predictions are going to come true in just a few. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the replay. Yes, let's do this. And let's go ahead and hit that play button. And we are off. One of the things we'll see today, we're going to have a Blood Bowl 2 image right here so that I can cover up the replay. That's right. One of the viewers there that say that, hey, why don't you go cover up the replay so that we won't know what's going on. So there we go, guys. It is done. But first, coached by Bang Bang, the Skaven team, Seers of the Rainbow Moon. Oh, yes. And Chaos Dwarf team, coached by Ducke, more acceptable. And we'll see how just acceptable his team is going to be for today's match. And the Skaven team, if you guys have been paying attention in my preliminary previews, the Skaven team has a lot of teeth here, and not going to be an easy game for Ducke at all for his Chaos Dwarf team. But let's go ahead and review this team, on both sides actually. And we're going to see here, Seers of the Rainbow Moon did choose to receive the ball. Before we go ahead a little bit too farther, we're going to take a look at this Chaos Dwarf team and all their skills. I do believe we have a wizard here for the Skaven team. And I believe for Ducke, we did have a bribe on his side, but we'll see in just a second and a little bit later on. Hobgoblin for Ducke, +1 in agility, blast, sure hands, and fend. And then also a dirty player, Hobgoblin, almost a need here for this Hobgoblins here, and then a second one as well. So you talk about making use of bribes, he's definitely going to make use of them, one of these guys at least. Bull Centaurs, break tackle, tackle with the frenzy, sprint, sure feet, that comes inherent with them, but block doesn't. And another Bull Centaur, another one here with the block, break tackle, tackle, dodge, and guard. So both of these Bull Centaurs nicely leveled up, guard and a stand firm with the mighty blow for that man, guard, mighty blow for that man as well. This is going to be a very dangerous game for the Skaven team because of all this mighty blow here, especially in the front lines with these Chaos Dwarves. But I think luckily the Skaven team is going to take the rock first and score it pretty quickly, and then just play a little off on defense. Don't want to get base to base too much against this Chaos Dwarf team. Sure, you're probably going to lose a couple of guys here and there, but as long as you have these gutter runners, then you'll be alright. Chaos Dwarves are ready for the hit and piling on. Mighty blow and guard for that one. And then here on the sideline, nobody come in, but no real danger except the Skaven team. He does have claw, mighty blow piling on with the tackle ability for that Storm Vermin. So he's going to look to do a lot of work against the armor value of the Chaos Dwarves right here. So it's really going to be up to this man because the Chaos Dwarves, they don't have anyone to come in. And so if he can whittle that down a little bit, when the Skaven team is going to be down at least 2 or 3 guys later, a little bit later on, then at least the numbers might be a little bit more square on the pitch. But we'll see. Another Storm Vermin with the Mighty Bow and piling on, but no claw for this man as of yet. No doubles for that guy. And then the Skaven Lion Rats, all with no skills. Wrestle and tackle for that man. And then the staple for any Skaven team. Gonna have 4 gutter runners here. And they're all nicely leveled up. 2 heads for this one. Sure hands, blodge, sidestep with the +1 in strength. So a really great ball carrier. And then you talk about ball hawks here. Dauntless, strip ball with the wrestle, dodge with the tackle ability. He's ready to get that ball out of there. Maybe just missing a little bit of leap action. And then the 1-turn threat. +1 in movement allowance, sprint and sure feet with the blodge and the sidestep. And then another one here is building up to be whatever. He's got guard though with the sidestep, and we are ready to get underway. Skaven team though has nobody to come in, and that might be a little bit of a downfall here for the Skaven team. Nobody coming for the bench. And with this bribe in hand, you better believe the Chaos Dwarf team is looking to do a lot of hurt, put a lot of hurt on the Skaven team coming up. Well, we'll see though. Hey, I've seen Armor Value 7 act like Armor Value 9 plenty of times. I know you guys have. Chaos Dwarves need some magic, but it's going to be Storm Vermin there. Let's see if he's going to be able to get some hits in. Gutter runners, maybe get the rock, run it in pretty quickly. Oh boy. Ducke's a really great coach. 2-time champion, Season 1 and Season 2. And then Season 3 came up a little bit short there. And I think we all learned our lessons here. Get the sure hands for your main ball carrier. You never know when you're going to be facing off against guys who have strip ball and the wrestle ability to get that ball every single darn time. Just a quick snap here. And Skaven team will be able to maneuver his guys a little bit extra. And then Season 4 for Ducke didn't exactly go very well at all. I felt like I was watching a different guy playing his team. It was like, okay, I need to sleep, and so you can play my team. I'm sure you'll win, and that's that, right? Oh, man. No, that's not the case here. I'm sure he played. He just probably was a little bit off, as we can't be on our top game all the time. Can't blame him here. Skaven team now, after the quick snap, we'll get the hit in. Ooh, defender down, dive right away for this dangerous Storm Vermin with that claw and the mighty blow. He's going to get that armor value break straight away. Looks like this could be a stun here. And it appears, oh, he's going to follow on with the piling on. And that's extremely, oh boy, but at least he's got the injury here. And the Chaos Dwarf, ooh, is going to use the apothecary on that man. Oh boy, he's not going to let anybody get away. That is going to be one less Chaos Dwarf on the pitch though, but he did use the apothecary, so no more apothecary left here for Ducke. But this Storm Vermin, a little bit of a mystery here, did use the piling on, and look how wide open and susceptible he is to attack from the front line. That's a huge, I think, a positional mistake here, because he's got the bribe and dirty player, so this Storm Vermin is looking to get hit. Uh-oh, I don't know if I like that play there. He did get the injury though, so a little bit worth it, I guess. But that does mean the Storm Vermin is going to be, he's probably going to get hit pretty soon. Let's see though. Here comes the line rat, and again, as you can see here, he's trying to cover up right there. He doesn't want to have his Storm Vermin have too many assists on him when he is going to get hit, but after a little blitz here, he's going to be able to clear it away. Oh, it's going to sure hands fail that pickup, but no big deal. Chaos Dwarves are not going to be going after the ball anytime soon, and so this Storm Vermin is going to be just about the focal point at this point for this Chaos Dwarf team. Yes, he's going to go in, and yes, there we go. He's going to get that blitz in. As I said before, guys, I don't watch any of these replays. Now, I know the score. I can't help that, but I do notice that I do not watch any of the replays beforehand. So all this stuff here is just, I don't know, clairvoyance, I guess. And there you go. Chaos Dwarf team, he is going to be putting all of his guys straight away right on top of him. He's already got the 3 assists. Foul's going to come on this square. right there. Okay, maybe not. This guy's going to move over. He's got the guard, so he's going to be basing up against the Skaven team as the Chaos Dwarf team should do. And there he's going to go in there. He's going to get in his hit right here. And nice big one. And he's going to get that armor value break. Just going to be a stun though. A little bit unfortunate there. Skaven team will be acting up next and picking up that ball finally. He will get that pickup, Skaven team. All of his guys are based at the moment, and so he needs to bail them out of danger. Probably going to have to dodge out, get some assists here in front line, get some 2-die blocks if possible. But it's going to be difficult guard for just about all of these Chaos Dwarves, and so not going to be very easy to get something going here. He does get the 2-die assist here, and he will get skulls to boot, but no problem. He's going to get the reroll. He's not going to let that one go away, and he's going to get that push, and that's going to be too bad. He will get the dodge away. We'll be able to square away the ball carrier. Going to get away from the front line here, and just needs to get another line rat bailed out of there. Yes, he can. And anytime your line rats can dodge out, it's a good day. Storm Vermin, though, still base to base. And as you can see there, Ducke not going to waste any time. He's going to get that hit in. Storm Vermin, since he is going to be stunned, will continue to stay on the ground. And so more fouls coming up. And this is what I'm talking about. He used that piling on. Yeah, he got the injury, but now he's going to get fouled every single turn. And he's going to at least get stunned, and he won't be able to come back. And he should be suffering a major injury pretty soon. And the Skaven team, they don't have enough force here to do any real damage to try to bail his Storm Vermin out. And as you can see there, he's just stranded. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. But I guess at least he got the injury earlier. Big KO here. Land Rat's going to go out, and that's what they're there for, just to get hit. And as you can see, Ducke again preparing for the hits. And he this time he's going to get a lot of assists on him. Here comes the Hobgoblin. I love the animation right there. He's going to get that hit in, and going to get that foul KO. And oh boy, that's quite possibly the best result that the Skaven team was hoping for. No more stuns, please. Just get the KO so I can get the Storm Vermin out of there so that Ducke can stop fouling him. Oh man, that is a real bailout right there. I tell you what. Oh man, Skaven team breathes a sigh of relief there. I see Storm Vermin over here. He's like on the ground, and luckily he's not stunned. But let's see if there's going to be any more hits. Skaven team seen enough. Probably going to be looking to score it now after spending a few turns here on this pitch, and doesn't want to give the Chaos Dwarf team too much time to actually do anything with the rock on his possession. Here comes the blitz here on the Storm Vermin. And he's going to try to get down that dirty player, Dauntless. Well, I don't know if that Dauntless was needed, actually. Actually, it was needed. No. Well, yeah, it was needed there. So, he's going to get the defender down, died. No big injuries. And that's going to be one of the weak points here for the Chaos Dwarf team. Hobgoblins with that armor value 7. And as long as maybe they can stay up, then they'll be okay. But I'm telling you, these Hobgoblins, they are suspect. Very much suspect to loads of injuries. That's kind of why I'm a little bit surprised I don't see at least one more Hobgoblin or something here on the side for the bench on Ducke's team. But I think there was some jostling around of guys here from both sides. And Ducke went and dropped a couple of guys. And the Skaven team also dropped a couple of guys so that the team values aren't too bloated for either side. But still, nonetheless, Wizard's going to be picked up for the Skaven team, and definitely he is looking pretty solid. Should be able to score it here, and the Chaos Dwarves are going to be standing as much as possible in front to stymie the offense. Look at the Bull Centaur, and he's not going to let anything get away right there. Look at that. Gonna stand right in there, and this guy is in a little bit of a spot of trouble. Now you guys see why I hate side cages. I mean, sure, you're gonna have to do it. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna have to do side cages, but it's just, as you can see, liabilities. Oh, and talk about liabilities, he's gonna miss that go for it roll and trying to get the foul in, and unfortunately gonna get himself stunned for the boot, but at least he's just stunned. No big injuries. I've seen those go awfully wrong. Here comes the blitz here. Luckily, he's got 3 strength, so with 1 assist, should be able to get his guy through and hit the Chaos Dwarfs, and there we go, 2 heads dodge, and he will get away, and he will score the touchdown. 1-0, bang bang. Seers of the Rainbow Moon is going to be going up 1-0. Chaos Dwarfs team is going to have a chance now to score, and we'll see about that though. Wizard for the Skaven team should mean that he has a real shot at getting to the ball. And it might be able to get up 2-0 against Ducke's team, but that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So here we go. Chaos Dwarves now on the offensive side of things. Let's go ahead and switch sides. That's how I do it, guys. And we're going to see just how potent this Chaos Dwarf offense is going to be, and see how much of a reckoning that this Chaos Dwarf team can do against the Skaven team. Oh boy. Here it comes. Lots of guys with Mighty Blow. I think quite possibly one of the only teams that the Skaven team didn't really want to face in the first round, and he got the draw, and a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, he's still got a lot of weapons. He's up 1-0. Things can't be going any worse for him. He's got a couple of guys KO'd, but no big injuries as of yet. He still has his apothecary, so I'd say this is pretty much looking pretty good for the Skaven team. If I was playing the Skaven team, then I would say, okay, this is great, this is good. I still feel okay. Ooh, and a blitz on defense, and anytime there's a blitz on a high agility team such as Wood Elves or even Skaven team like this, then they are going to be into the backfield. You better believe it, and there's going to be gutter runners all around that ball. I guarantee it. He's going to go and put the Storm Vermin base to base against his guys. That's just how confident he's feeling. 2 heads going to jump to first, because he will negate 1 tackle zone for each one, and he will get straight underneath the ball. He's going to try to catch it. Luckily, this Bull Centaur is going to be in a sensor position to make it a little bit more of a difficult catch for him, but it's not going to be too bad. Here comes the other gutter runner. Dodge failed, but no problem. He's got the dodge reroll. He will catch it on the fly, and uh-oh, Chaos Dwarfs. Luckily, though, pair of guys there who is in range. He will be able to get down this man here, push him away, and skulls on the dice, and so he's going to have to re-roll that. Luckily, he's got defender down die. He did have tackle, so a big chance he's going to get that out of there. Hey, how you doing, scum? Oh, man. Yeah, it ain't over until the gutter runners die. I'll tell you that much. That is correct. Ball is going to be out, but what a sad scatter indeed. And the Skaven team is going to have one guy marking it. And so we'll see if this Hobgoblin's going to be able to get it. He does have sure hands, so this is going to be a 3+ pickup with the sure hands reroll. So not too bad. Only 1 in 9 chance of failing. But we'll see. Ooh, big death injury right there. And Line Rat is going to be out. And here we go. That's a big one here. Line Rat. It's just a Line Rat, but nobody to come in for the Skaven team. And so that does count for the long run, even if it's just a Line Rat. And boy, too bad it wasn't one of these storm rooms. I'm telling you, Ducke is like, oh yes, no, it's just the level 1 Line Rat. Oh man, but that's alright. We'll take it for the time being. That is going to be 1 less Line Rat to worry about. And here comes the pickup here. Only 1 in that chance of failing. He's going to get it. He's going to be easily dodged away. He's even got the dodge skill to boot. Only 1 in 36 chance of that. Fireball is going to come out right there. And ooh, he's going to get lots of Chaos Dwarfs down. 3 out of 6. Or 7 actually. And going to cause an armor value break. And 2 of them is going to get stunned here. And not anything more. He's going to try to get the Chaos Dwarf blocker down, and not going to be able to do so. So no real big follow-up here for this Skaven team. Oh boy, that worked out well, but not well enough here. Did get a couple armor value breaks though for it, and did expose the ball carrier a little bit, but no big follow-up, and now the Wizard's used. Oh boy. And it didn't have a huge one on that. Oh man. Yes, Line Rats serve only one purpose, and they do it well. Turn 5 coming up, and with that Wizard being used, Ducke is now going, oh yes. And he is able to recover. No big follow-ups here, and now we'll see Now we'll see how the Skaven team is going to do without the wizard in hand. Oh man, Fireball did good, but just didn't do good enough. Probably need to get a KO or injury there, but only a couple of stuns there. Did knock down that guy, but not enough. Not enough at all. More skulls there on the dice, and we're talking about getting nuffled here. Both sides getting a little bit nuffled, and the Chaos Dwarf team won't be able to move the ball. And so, turn 6 coming up. Ducke still with a lot more time, but the Skaven team should be able to muster up some sort of defense. And here we go. Injury there is going to be the big call. Missing next game on that mighty blow. And guard man. And earlier, the Apothecary already been popped, and so... Chaos Dwarves, even if he does advance, he's going to be down 1. Chaos Dwarf blocker, that might be a big deal there. Skaven team, he's going to try to go around, get to the side, and he's going to use the guard gutter runner, so he's going to try to get to the ball. Yes, he will get to the ball. 2-die block, just going to be a push though. Fend is going to see him get pushed away, but I don't think that gutter runner or Storm Vermin would have followed up anyways. Probably would have just hit him. Here comes the KO, so more Chaos Dwarves going to be falling. Armor value 7 finally going to be breaking here for this Chaos Dwarf team, and this couldn't have came at a worse time. And the Skaven team should be able to hold serve here with the rest of the rounds. We'll see. Ducke might actually go potato at the end here. How you doing, Johnny 5? Yes, indeed. Did him a little bit of a favor. Got him in a little bit better spot even. Yes, you're right about that. 3-die block coming up, and here comes the defender down. Die sidestep. He's only got one place to go, though. And here we go. He's going to get that hit and get that piling on. Finally, Ducke's going to use his own piling on in Mighty Blow. Going to get the KO. And now with one less Skaven, we might see Ducke move off. But always going to be a danger. These gutter runners, so scary. There's still 3 more here. And he needs to get a couple down before he might even think about going potato, because if he turns that ball over, Gutter Runner can turn up the field just as quickly and score it himself. So don't want to go in there as of yet. This big push there, sidestep. Here comes the frenzy hit, and it does have tackle there, and he will get him down. And ball carrier, no real good space to go, so he's going to go back here. And the Hobgoblin's going to have to get the hit in. Luckily, it's a 3-die block, and he will be able to get him down. Pretty good stuff there. Hobgoblin's going to get that injury as well. Doing the job here. Chaos Dwarves. And Apothecary is going to get blown there. Player is going to come back. And both sides, Apothecary usage fairly early in the first round. And he's going to use it there. And will fail that dodge roll. And oh boy. And that is going to be the main ball carrier for the Skaven team. Gutter Runner is going to go down, and already Apothecary has been blown, and that is ouch time. One less Gutter Runner on the pitch. Oh man, who needs rerolls? Yeah. 0 rerolls for both sides. Neither Ducke nor Bang Bang has any of that stuff. Who needs it? Here comes the block. Here comes the hit. Chaos Dwarf team turn 7, and I don't believe at this point that this Chaos Dwarf team might be able to score. We'll see here. I just don't think he's in range at this point. He's got 6 moves. 1, 2. He's got what? 13, 14, 15, 16. He's 16 squares away, and he's got what? 14 squares total. So he's gonna have to move his Bull Centaur. As you can see, he needs to make a throw somewhere. He's out of range, so Bull Centaur is gonna move over there. KO. Luckily though, the Skaven team, he just needs to maybe cover that Bull Centaur, and that's it. But that's going to be a tall task to fulfill here, because this guy's stunned. They're going to get surrounded here, and here comes the foul. He still has the bribe in hand. Don't forget about that. Gutter Runner's going to get fouled there. Death injury, and that's going to be on the main offensive scoring threat. Oh, big one here, and you talk about some great fouls. That was totally worth it. And the bribe is gonna get used here, and what a big one. Gutter Runner, he is out. Oh man, hand off here to that Bull Centaur, and won't be able to get it. And this is the outlet receiver here. He was gonna try to hand off and then make a run for it with his guys, but unfortunately handoff was not successful. But at least he still has a chance in hell to maybe get a touchdown. Skaven team seen enough. He's gonna just go ahead and skip his turn, and here comes the pass here from the Hobgoblin, and unfortunately gonna not get the catch after a successful throw. And that, my friends, is the first half. Chaos Dwarf team didn't get the score, but he got a bunch of key injuries there at the end of the half. Death injuries on the main offensive threat, the sprint and the sure feet, with the +1 in movement allowed with the sprint sure feet. Oh man, I think I said sure feet already, but man, it is hell to pay. And oh man, KO guys have rolled nothing but 2s and 3s and 1s. Oh man, what a big hit here. Skaven team has nobody to come in on this defense. 3 guys are down, and the biggest one is right there, Quiluch. And unfortunately, oh man, Skaven team's gonna have to somehow play defense with 4 Skaven team. That was quite possibly the worst KO rolls I have ever seen in my entire life. In fact, the Chaos Dwarf got his KO'd guy back, and so you talk about big badness. Oh man, Chaos Dwarfs will be able to easily score it now. Luckily, a big deep kick here. Oh man, you're right about that, Calcium. Bye-bye, 1-turn touchdown. Oh man, and when he got that foul in, Ducke was definitely celebrating in the sidelines. This is almost a guaranteed victory at this point. Here comes yet another KO. Piling on is going to be liberally used here. And defender stumbles. There's just nothing left to talk about. More injuries here. More KOs. Skaven team is down to 2. And here comes the Bull Centaur. He's like, hey, Storm Vermin, where are you gonna go, guy? Oh, no. Oh, no. And I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna see a foul on this lineman. But maybe not. I don't know. We don't need it at this point. But he might actually do it just to get the pitch clear and get the touchdown whenever he feels like it. And truthfully, the Chaos Dwarves at this point just needs to score it ASAP. Here comes the 2-die red die block here. He's like, oh, Bull Centaur, you're not gonna get me. Double push on the die. Oh man. Oh yeah, 8 turns of failed pickups. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Velopia? Oh man, and he tried to get away. GFI failed, and he's gonna KO himself. I guess that will be great. And the Skaven team only has 1 person left on the pitch. And the Hobgoblin just needs to hip, hop, scotch, jump on his feet. And, you know, 2 handstand, go all the way down. We're definitely going to see a pitch clear, I think. We'll see how ornery these Hobgoblins feel with that 30 player skill. No, they're going to walk away. He's just going to surround them. No need to foul him and get anybody out, because a bunch of KO'd guys could come back for the Skaven team, and it will be the offensive possession. So no need to foul, but it's very tempting. I'll tell you that much. There was no recast. Well, I went on holiday. That's what happened. So I'm back now, and that's kind of why I'm covering the first round at this moment. I'm still off today. I always take an extra day off of my holiday just to recuperate. But that does mean that I'll have extra time to do stuff for you guys. It goes a big, deep pass. Why not? And he's going to score it straight away so that he can have a chance of winning in regulation. And the guy who came back from the KO is going to get the touchdown. And now it is the Skaven team. Let's see how many guys are going to come back for the KO. He's going to need just about everybody, but only 3 rats come back, and these KOs have been murderously bad for him. He probably should have went and got a few Bloodwiser babes. At this point, that wizard really wasn't that great of a usage, and oh gosh. Hey, how do you know, scum? I don't pretend to know anything about that. I don't know anything about these guys. the first auto score. And what Scum is talking about here is if all of the guys are injured here and cannot come back from the next round, then they will just have an auto score. They'll just give the other side 2 touchdowns, and then the game will be over. Oh man, yeah, right. I wish it was ale and winches. Okay. When we say ale and winches, we mean root beer and family members. That's what happened. Oh, and the ball is going to land up short here. Skaven team has to muster up some sort of offense without any gutter runners. In fact, the people that came in were line rats and the storm vermin with claw. So what a bad draw here. All the guys that came back to KO were the line rats. How unfortunate for the Skaven team. You talk about a really bad end of the first half. That was quite possibly the worst. And there we go. He's going to stick the rat in the corner. Going to make the Chaos Dwarf team spend a lot of time trying to get to the ball and then hopefully get into the overtime. And then maybe get back a gutter runner so that he can march it in for the touchdown and somehow win it in overtime. It's not over yet. There is a chance in hell, but it is in hell. And right now it's heaven for Ducke at this moment. It is just about over here. Hey, how you doing, Colian? XXXXX. I won't be covering one of your matches. Sorry, man. All nice on ice. Sorry about that, dude. I'll be covering Lucky Luck Luke's match next against Murloc Joe's coming up. So that's who I'll be covering. But for right now, Chaos Dwarf's team is making mincemeat. And honestly, whenever you play against a Skaven team, this is kind of what you want to see. I mean, you want to see the Skaven team just riddled with injuries. And unfortunately, not going to be able to get much going there. Chaos Dwarf team is just pushing them back every step of the way. And truthfully, if I was a Skaven team, maybe I would stick the guy in the back corner. That's the smart thing to do. But try to get a couple of rats down the pitch so that I can maybe get a throw off somehow, some way at this point, because he needs to score it somehow. And luckily, though, he does have that storm vermin with the claw somewhere. Actually, not anymore. He's out. He is out with the injury, so that's going to be too bad. Here comes a foul there. It's the only thing you can kind of hope for at this point to slow down the Chaos Dwarfs train, the pain train, as it were. 6 turns straight to pick up the ball and thus lost. Oh my gosh. Is that the truth, Scum? Wow. Auto score rule introduced after a major was lost due to a cleared pitch, and then the coach players failed for 6 turns straight to pick up the ball and thus lost the ball game. Holy crap. You talk about what are the chances of that? I'm sure a mathematician in the room was like, that's a 1 in. You might as well go out and buy a lottery ticket, my boy. What's he trying to do? Pick it up with the Agility 1 Lizard or something like that? Oh man, here comes another armor value break. Bull Centaur is going to stop all action here. Lion Rat is got nothing left. Skaven team can't do anything but pass the turn at this point. Chaos Dwarfs are going to knock him out of bounds. Ball's going to fly out, and at this point, the Skaven team, all he can kind of hope for is for the ball to just continue to get dropped here. But rolling loads of back-to-back ones for the next 3 turns. I don't even want to fathom the statistics on that failed pickupness. What's that? Somebody, I'm sure that the map's not that difficult. 3 more turns. So 136 times 36. I think, what's that? What? 1296 times, and then 1296 times 36 again. Don't make me whip out the calculator, guys. Okay. 1296 times 36. It's a 1 in 46,656 chance of Ducke failing this pickup roll. Is that right, guys? Did I do the math right? Not necessarily a lotto ticket, but yeah. Might as well be. And against the line rat, he's trying to do something. Maybe get to the ball and, I don't know, something. Maybe get the blitz off on the +1 in agility hobgoblin, who actually has a real good chance of picking up that ball. So probably wanted to get over there and maybe get the hits on. I don't know. Here comes the move down, and he's gonna wait a couple of turns here. Gonna mark that ball up. Gonna square away all of the Skaven team. Yes, he's gonna have to try to blitz through to make this pickup a little bit more difficult. He gets the push, so he's gonna get the 4+3+ dodge coming up. And oh no, he's not gonna get it there. Unfortunately, he does have to reroll, but F it. Says bang bang. This game is pretty much GG at this point. It was a Norse thrower with sure hands. Failed all 6 times and the rerolls. Oh man. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, the hobgoblin does pick up the ball. And no 1 in 46,000 chance of failing it. And here comes a Storm Vermin and Gutter Runner to come in, and so it isn't extremely over, but it might as well be. Chaos Dwarf's going to line up all of his guys in the front line to prevent any one-turn touchdown. He does have a shot, a small shot, but it's going to be a difficult one. 9 movement allowed, 1-turn touchdown. We might see it. I mean, you can't exactly stop it, but I mean, I don't think there's enough Skaven on the pitch to actually get any real push combos going here. He's got the sidestep at least, but I don't think this is going to be possible. He's got the stand firm right there, and then he's going to put the 4 strength guy. I don't even know how you're going to do this, to be honest. I don't know. He's going to have to get this Gutter Runner on the side. He's put the hole right there, so he's going to have to come around the top like this. Too bad he doesn't have grab for any of his guys, right? That would be nice. Brilliant coaching, and the Skaven team will get the reroll, but he's got plenty because he couldn't really use it so much. And I think at this point, it's just why bother. So Mighty Blow piling on. Here comes the blitz here. Gonna try to get down the majorly dangerous hobgoblin. Oh, wanted to get him down, but couldn't with the tackle even, and that's just how badly the Skaven team has done on that. As you can see there, big injuries there. 3 injuries, 2 kills, and honestly, the biggest one was on the huge offensive threat who actually got the MVP there. Sprint +1 in movement allowance, and that's it. Loads of SPP actually on both sides, and that, my friends, is that. Let's go to the brackets as we score this one 2-1 in Ducke's favor. Oh man, more acceptable does take the win, and it is going to be acceptable. He will be taking on Sila Crocodila. Actually, that is your team right there, eh, Colian? Right? Sila Crocodila. So, Colian, XXX Lizard team will be facing off against Ducke's Chaos Dwarf team. More acceptable. Back from the grave, Undead team will take on Dirtiest Dingoes, and then Praiser of Sun will face off against the winner of this next coming up match. In just a moment, VGP's Batman's going to take on the Ort team, and honestly, guys, I think I am liking the. Oh man, how you gonna go against the Chaos Dwarf team and Lizard team? We'll do the predictions in the next game coming up. Oh man, the odds was 531,441. Thanks, scum. There we go. Well, not exactly Lotto ticket time, but might as well be, right? We're going to stop the cast real quick, guys, to separate the cast, and I'll be right back in just a minute. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to see some more action here. We'll pay for hugs like Luke's Nurgle team taking on Murloc Joe's Humans. Rockin' reroll. He's down a Saurus, right? Yeah, well, Chaos Dwarf is also going to be down a Chaos Dwarf, but we'll check out the teams in just a sec, as we are going to be